Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Reuben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Tundun.
Your voice, your tone changed when it came to Tundun.
It has to.
The great Malabite.
It has to be sonorous when it's Tundun.
Mr. Efeni, the papers.
Let's go straight to the papers.
Yeah, the papers, not Tundun.
Because that's a knockout. Yeah. Now, let's go straight to the papers. Now, the lead story of these day newspapers. More trouble for APC NEC as governors. National Working Committee, state chairman may boycott. Oshomole's loyalist right president says he was misled. Most say gathering unconstitutional, illegal. INEC rejects party's notification of Ondo governorship primaries. Now, let's look at how other papers are reporting this latest development in the APC. The Punch newspaper, National Working Committee threatens to boycott NEC as Buhari backs sacked Gyadom. Law on side of ex-deputy secretary as acting national chairman, president. Disregard notice of meeting. Oshomole backed. NWC tells governors others. Plateau Court orders APC to hold NEC meeting. Buhari urges attendance. And of course, the Nation newspaper, Sage to Buhari, don't attend Gyadom-led NEC meeting. The legal advice the president got is mischievous. NWC snores Pale, says president, ill advice. Well, Sage is a professor of law, but the last time I checked, he's not the Attorney General of the Federation who usually advises Buhari on such matters. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, shock hits APC power blocks as Buhari backs Gyadom. President gives notice to attend NEC meeting called by Gyadom camp. Now, of course, the Guardian newspaper, new twist in APC as Buhari backs Gyadom. Yes, a whole mouthful here, but the president got advice, convincing legal advice, according to the president's spokesman. I will just use one word, sound legal advice as an editor. Now, in all the rush of court judgments that are flying all over the place on this matter, the only person who has an appeal court judgment confirming him as chairman, acting chairman, is Victor Gyadom. All the other judgments from Port Harcourt saying he should stop parading himself as the chairman, acting chairman. Tundun, Reuben, I ask you, can a lower court overrule the appeal court that has confirmed that Gyadom is the authentic acting chairman? Let's take it from there.
Well, we had Oluwole Afolabi counsel to Gyadom on this program yesterday. And I think he did a good job of defending Gyadom.
Like he did in the court.
Yeah, but what we're faced with is the fact of the ruling party of Nigeria imploding. And I think that President Buhari putting his weight behind Gyadom and claiming that he has received convincing legal advice will have far-reaching implications beyond the meeting that will even be held today, if that meeting takes place. One question we should ask is, okay, would they be able to form a quorum? The NEC of the meeting itself, that's the NEC, the National Executive Committee, it includes governors, it includes former chairmen, it includes, quite a large crowd. The National Working Committee that is led by Hilliard Etta is objecting to it. But what percentage of that NEC does the National Working Committee constitute? So the question is, would they be able to form a quorum? So if they form a quorum, what is likely to happen? And there have been all kinds of permutations about what may well happen. This may mean the end of the road for Adams Oshomole's leadership of the party. If that meeting is able to form a quorum, they can go ahead and just appoint or elect or select another chairman of the party. Second, the point has also been made that, look, this is all about 2023 and the permutations within the party. You will recall that yesterday, two significant events occurred. We were told that Kayode Fayemi, the governor of Ekiti State and chairman of the Governors Forum, went to the villa with Giadom, and he didn't succeed in seeing the president. He ended up with Giadom meeting with the chief of staff, Professor Gambari, and it was shortly after that that the statement by Garuba Shehu was issued, because there were speculations about whether, Giadom was snubbed by the president and Fayemi was snubbed by the president. And also there was the Tinubu angle to it. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is regarded as the national leader of the party. But unfortunately, he's not on the list of persons who have been invited to the meeting that is supposed to take place today. And then you have the Oshiomhole angle. So as Oshiomhole, has he been dumped? Because at the end of the day, what matters is how the party organizes itself. So there is a wider contest. There is the legalistic contest, but I think it's the politics of it that is more important. And we just need to keep an eye on what happens in the APC. The second issue that developed yesterday that I was drawing attention to is also what is going on in Edo State, the politics of Edo State, and how all of that will play out.
Can we just settle this NEC meeting? Tundun.
My issue is that, as has been reported in this day, unlike what we were told yesterday, or in addition to, 15 members of the working committee, National Working Committee, support ETA. Now this day is confirming that 9 governors also support ETA, and 36 of the state chairmen are also supporting ETA and threatening to boycott this meeting. And it reminds me of this American Supreme Court justice in the 1920s, Wendell Holmes, who said, "Young man, this is a court of law, not a court of justice." It's not all about legalese and court orders. It's also about justice being done to APC members and APC members not feeling disenfranchised. This is the making of the implosion of the party as far as I'm concerned. And as Dr. Abati said, if people boycott the meeting, that is a big if, they might. And that will say a lot. Where do you go from there at that point?
Two things will happen. We've been calling for President Buhari to intervene. He has stepped forward. And at the end of today's meeting, we will know the extent of his intervention. Either people fall in line, or PDP or APC will divide down the line.
Mr. Efeni, you know what?
And none of that is new in Nigeria.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of?
Yes.
This reminds me of the young man, Mohamed Bouazizi, in Algeria, that took petrol, poured on himself, and set himself alive in an act of self-immolation. That's what the APC has done.
Well,
it's self-immolation, not even self-immolation. Because this is do it yourself. Do it yourself.
Well, in politics, anything can happen in 24 hours.
Well,
but tomorrow morning, we may be faced with a different
let's wait for the outcome of that meeting, or whether the meeting will hold at all. Now, the other matter that will affect APC, go back to this day, just below the masthead, Rivers Court clears ways for Obaseki to participate in PDP primary. Yes, Ogbeide Hama bows to pressure, withdraws huge 222,229 delegates to choose between Governor and Imaswagbo. Now, perhaps the PDP are better deal cutters than the APC. Yesterday, they were able to settle their differences out of court. And according to this day report, concessions were made. According to this day, Ima Ogidi had to sacrifice his position, and Dan Obi was not given that position in a manner to placate the other side or give something in return. But today, that contest will take place. So there's a contest. Imaswagbo is in the race. Of course, Obaseki is the man we're looking for.
Mr. Efeni, we'd like to say a very big thank you to you for this. We have to go, but thank you so much. We'll see how all of this unfolds.